So this is my first video back since everything started to get a little bit crazy. Hope you're all staying safe, staying active, and hopefully none of you are trying to cut your own hair as I did, but that is a story for another time. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Show and Tech. So today we are looking at another device from the company Soundcore. This time here it is a little bit different because rather than look at truly wireless earbuds, we're actually looking at a pair of over-the-ear headphones. So the product on the table today is the Soundcore Life Q10 over-the-ear headphone. So these headphones are interesting for a number of reasons. Number one, the fact that Soundcore is more so right now known for what they've been doing with truly wireless buds. And number two, the price on these. So these are currently one of the cheapest products that Soundcore sells. I kind of expected that these would be more expensive, being that they are over-the-ear headphones that require a lot more material, have a larger driver, etc. But surprisingly right now you can find these for $55 Canadian and $39 USD. Those prices can also be lowered using the coupons that you'll find on Amazon. So I'll throw the links down in the description for you. For those of you who may be interested in purchasing these either right now or at the end of the video. So this is my first pair of over-the-ear headphones from Soundcore. So taking a second to look at what they feature. These have 40mm drivers that deliver Soundcore's high-res sound. They've got that bass up technology that we're used to hearing about from their products. They feature ultra comfortable and breathable ear cups, 60 hours of playtime off of a single charge, and by charging for 5 minutes, you're able to listen for up to 5 hours. They feature USB-C charging and have Bluetooth 5 out of the box. And then what you get in the box, very basic. So you get the headphones themselves, obviously, a USB-A to USB-C cable, and then finally an auxiliary cord as well. So moving on to the design of the Life Q10, they come out of the box folded like so. So they take up a very small amount of space. I would have liked if they designed these to come out of the box with a carrying case. Even if it was a soft, just drawstring bag, that would have been nice. But I mean, for this price point, you really can't complain. And there's a ton of cheap options already on Amazon that fit these perfectly. In terms of hard shell cases. So when I first put these guys on and looked at myself in the mirror, they immediately reminded me of, if you think back to 2009, 2010, when the Beats by Dre studios were very popular, it kind of has that silhouette from back then. So overall, I do think they look pretty good. I wish that they had made some changes in terms of the colorways that are available. So this red color here that you see is the only color that you're able to buy right now. It would have been nice if they gave you even a blue option or ideally a black on black option, just for a little bit more stealthy look that's able to blend in with whatever it is that you might be wearing. I always find that with the red on, it kind of attracts the eye just a little bit too much. On the actual ear cups, they feature a number of buttons that you can use to control the sound. So you have a power button, you have volume down, volume up, and then a button that is used to trigger the bass up, as they call it. So that's just another word for Soundcore's bass boost technology. And one huge thing to note before I forget is that on the bottom here, that is where you have your USB-C connection point, and then the auxiliary, which is right beside it. And unlike other headphones that are more expensive, such as my Sony 900Ns, when you are listening to music with these through the auxiliary cord, it does still have the exact same quality as when you're listening to it on Bluetooth with the headphones turned on. So you don't need to connect the auxiliary and turn these on in order to get the best sound. Whereas with the Sony 900Ns, if you were trying to listen to them with just auxiliary without actually turning on the headphones, then the sound quality was terrible. So in terms of the design, one major flaw with the design of these is the buttons. I feel like the buttons are just a little bit too cheap and a little bit too high pitched and kind of tinny. When you click on them, it kind of feels like a toy. I don't know that that's going to be something that eventually ends up failing on you. It's just how they feel when you click it. They are, however, still very responsive. I've not had any issues in trying to move the volume up and down with these buttons. But again, one major thing that you'll notice is that the buttons do not work when you're using auxiliary. So if you are just powering these through the aux cable, let's say you have it on your iPod or iPad or whatever it might be, and you want to just remotely turn the volume up and down, you actually have to do it physically on the device that you're using. In terms of the ear cups, so the ear cups are actually very comfortable. The material that they use, although these are such a cheap set of headphones, the material that they use is actually very, very nice memory foam on the inside. So to the touch, these feel great, very soft and very plush as they advertise on the box. And then also with the memory foam, you can see that it's pretty high quality just with how long it takes for it to return back to its form when you're sort of playing with it. On the top of the headband is where I find the foam is not as comfortable, not as plush. It is very hard on top. And so we'll talk about that a little bit more when we discuss the fit of the headphones. So regarding the fit, I think I discussed this a little bit in my Sony 900N video. Usually I was somebody that had issues in finding headphones that fit me correctly. These ones I've not had any issues with. I think I just go 4 clicks down on either side. I know I have a massive head. 4 clicks down on either side, or even 3 clicks has been fine for me, but overall have not had any issues there. In terms of how tight the headband is and how snug it keeps the headphones on your ears, I would say that this is very comparable to more expensive headphones or more higher quality headphones. They fit on your ears very snug. They're not gonna come off when you shake your head. They stay in place very comfortably, and they're not squeezing so much so that I want to take them off immediately. So my usual test when it comes to fit for headphones or truly wireless earbuds is that I sit down and I watch usually a movie that's longer than an hour and 45 minutes. So anywhere between an hour 45 to 2.5 hours. And I see how often I need to stop and take a break just to give my ears either a breather or because it's getting uncomfortable. And so with these guys, I was able to sit through a movie without having to take them off at all. One issue that I do have and that I've slowly gotten used to is the headband on top. So I can't say that this will be an issue for everybody. Obviously, I have very short hair, and so I probably feel the band a lot more than other people with longer hair might. But I find that the band is probably the most uncomfortable part of these headphones, with that foam being a little bit harder or significantly harder than the material that's used in the ear cups. I just find that the band kind of sits funny on the top of my head and does kind of get sore at times. So that's just one thing to keep in mind if you are looking at purchasing these headphones. In terms of the quality of the band though, you can see I have no issues stretching these out completely. I'm not worried that the band is gonna snap or anything like that. It does come back relatively quickly, and it does feel like it's something that's gonna hold up over time. So no issues there as well. So finally, in terms of the sound, again, keep in mind the price point on these. So these are under $40 in the US and under $60 in Canada. But with that being said, the sound is actually pretty good. Is it better than my Sony's? No. But I do tend to prefer these over my wife's Beats Solos, for example. It could be because of how the Beats Solos sit on your ear, why I prefer these overall. I don't know how much that has to do with the sound. I do, however, think that because these are not on-ear headphones, but they're over-the-ear headphones, that does play into how good they sound as well. So overall, the sound on these is very good. The sound is the same whether you are using it through the auxiliary cable or Bluetooth. Some would probably hope that it sounds better on the aux cable, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, the sound is still pretty decent for this price point. One thing that I can say regarding the sound that is a huge negative that they advertise to be a positive is that bass up technology. So there has not been a single time, not a single time in testing these over the last month or so where I have listened to a song completely using the bass up mode. Sorry, my dog's having a dream back there. So I've not ever wanted to listen to a song with the bass up on. I just found that the bass is way too heavy, way too muddy. You immediately lose the overall quality or the overall presentation of the songs / music that you're listening to because the bass just becomes far too overwhelming. And it's not like it's a good, rich, like punchy, deep sounding bass. It sounds like they just tried to make the bass as heavy or as powerful as possible without really considering the other frequencies that need to come through in order to enjoy music completely. So if you do buy these, I would just suggest that you don't even bother messing around with the bass up technology or the bass up button. You'll really never want to use it. And then finally, for those of you who already do own Soundcore products, you'll notice that in the Soundcore app, none of their over-the-ear headphones show up in the app. So that means that you're not going to be able to customize the sound at all. The signature that you get out of the box is the signature that you're going to have to either learn to like or love or return these, because you're not going to be able to adjust it at all. You can adjust it within your phone just using your phone's equalizer, but there's no customizability from the Soundcore app that a lot of us fans have come to know and love. And so that's pretty much it. That's all that you need to know on the Life Q10s. If you've got any other questions or concerns about these before you go and pick up a pair for yourself, feel free to drop a comment down below. And as you know, I answer every single comment, so I'll get back to you probably within a couple of minutes of you posting it if this YouTube Studio app decides to finally work properly. And so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know that things are crazy right now, but hopefully it's only temporary. You can definitely expect to see more content from me. I've got more headphones from Soundcore to review. We've got a backlog of other products as well. So feel free to hit that like button and subscribe so that you are notified when those videos drop. So again, that's it from me. Much love as always. Throwing up 2 of them, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.